Not least, I just want to talk about my strategy for ranked choice voting. I actually got to develop it and think about it a little bit more. So ultimately, everything fell in accordance to the way that I had thought that it would. My third place choice was Dianne Morales, and then my last place choice was Maya Wiley. So Maya Wiley would have gotten my vote, regardless of my top four choices. So I didn't waste my vote. Wasting the vote would be like, not voting or my vote going to Eric Adams or Catherine Garcia. My vote stayed within the progressive lane. They threw out my Jocelyn Taylor, Paperboy, and Dianne Morales and Isaac Wright Jr. vote, right? They'll throw those votes out, but ultimately it will go to Maya Wiley, and unless she loses, right? I mean, if they, throw her candidacy out, then she wasn't going to win anyways, right? That means she was one of the finalists. So I didn't waste my vote. I got to, vote for Paperboy. I got to vote for all the candidates that I thought that didn't really have a chance to win. They had they were long shot candidates. So when people are shitting on long shot candidates, you're telling me that you're just terrified just of the possibility. What the fuck? A third party? A Green Party is running? A Green Party? Green Party? Yeah, you don't have a fucking chance to win him. What the fuck's the matter with you, motherfucker? You think that, well, he could. He could. It's possible. It's one out of a million chance. You're going to go attack a motherfucker for buying a lottery ticket? Oh, he bought a lottery ticket. He might be a motherfucker. He might be somebody. People might fucking respect him. We need to fucking take him down or maybe kiss his ass. I can't. He got a lottery ticket, so we got to do something. 1 out of a million chance. Something has to happen because that's stupid. That's fucking dumb. You're just scared of a possibility of another motherfucker doing something decent or good, and you're so fucking scared of a little tiny chance that you're just like, never! 1 out of a million. There's 1 out of a million chance. So I got to vote for all the people that I wanted to vote for. I like Dianne Morales more than Maya Wiley, so it'd been the Paperboy, and then it would have gone to Jocelyn Taylor, then it would have gone to Dianne Morales, right? And then Isaac Wright, and then Maya Wiley. So I got to vote for, Isaac, 3 long shot candidates and 2, I guess, top tier candidates. And actually, Dianne Morales turned out to be a long shot candidate. So she totally should have utilized ranked choice. Paperboy, all of these candidates should have utilized ranked choice voting to its full extent. The strategy is just vote for the best one that you like the best. Whether you think that their candidacy is viable or not, whether you think it's a possibility that they can win or not, it doesn't matter. You vote for the one that you think is best. If you really thought that they were best, and then the viability argument was taken off the table, that eliminates the spoiler effect, and you also aren't wasting your vote. Because, okay, I voted for Paperboy, but, again, like I said, my vote ultimately landed with Maya Wiley, and depending on how this election will go, so right now, my vote didn't go to Maya Wiley, right? So my vote would be stuck on Paperboy for right now, but when they do the tabulation on the ranked choice votes, then it would have gone to Jocelyn, and then, she's already gone, then Dianne Morales, maybe, she might be able to, turn it around, maybe she might be a dark horse finisher. She's a long shot candidate now, right? So it's a very thin chance of that happening. So, yeah. My strategy for ranked choice voting is sound and strong. You vote for the one that you like the best. There's 13 candidates, so you got to look at all of them, and then you pick 5, and then you rank the top 5. It was a top 5. Sometimes there's top 3, top 5, top 4. There's different kind of ranked elections. They'll just, rank top 3, top 4, top 5, or what have you. I think there's a top 10. You rank the top 10 in fucking San Francisco, which is fucking nuts. That is so fucking nuts. It's not even funny. But, yeah, you rank the top 5 and you vote for the one that you believe in the best. And so ultimately, I liked Paperboy the best. And I thought that his platform would have revolutionized New York City. New York City just elected a motherfucking 28-year-old rapper. That would send shockwaves, and then that would guarantee change. Is there any possibility? Is there anybody who questions whether or not Paperboy would have changed New York City or not? We would have got change, definitely, with Paperboy. And so the strategy is because I knew he was a long shot, and Jocelyn Taylor I thought had more sophisticated, but then he had a platform, so Jocelyn Taylor, I liked her because she was very progressive, but she hadn't gotten much traction. And then Dianne Morales, she was a top-tier candidate. And then Isaac Wright, he was just an interesting guy. He went to jail in 1991 for drug charges, but he was able to beat his charges from inside the jail, which is incredible. I don't, New York jail sound very nice if you could fucking study and become a lawyer and fight your charges later on. So, Isaac Wright was just an interesting person. So really I just wanted to put attention on these long shot candidates, and you know, like I said, my strategy was sound. Everything that I thought happened, you know, essentially did happen. So I didn't waste my vote for voting for Paperboy. If anything, I get to make Paperboy feel nice. Jocelyn Taylor and Isaac Wright, I voted for you guys, you know. I get to make them feel good. Diane Morales, I believed in you, you know. I liked you, so I put my faith in. These are the people that I put my faith in. So I get to, you know, vote my conscience, vote for the one that I like the best. The Nader effect, right? The Jill Stein effect. The Libertarian. Oh, I like the Green Party. I like the Libertarian, but they can never win. Well, with this system, it's a possibility. And the possibility is maybe there's a long shot candidate that everybody just kind of says, like a Paperboy, but instead of, you know, losing, they win. There's a long shot candidate where everybody's kind of like, you know, I really like this person. I don't know if they'll win or not, but I really like them. And just because most motherfuckers really fucking liked him and they said, fuck it, I'm going to put, you know, this one at the top, then they'll win. And so I still think it would be hard for Jill Stein and, you know, Libertarians and the Nader and whatever to win the presidency with this, but at least gets them into the conversation. And I also like that it's more cordial, and you have to, if you work with other campaigns, because my strategy, if I was a candidate, would just vote for me in your top 5. Put me in your top 5. I'm not asking you to put me in number 1. I'm your number 1, right? No, motherfucker. Like for your wife, like your wife needs to make sure you're. I'm your number 1 right now. You're more like my number 3 or 4. What? But for the public, just say, put me in your top 5. Put me in your motherfucking top 5, because you will not win by having enough number 1 votes. If there's a lot of fucking candidates, you'll win by having a lot of 2, 3, 4, and 5 votes. So that's the strategy. Put me in your top 5. It's to make it more cordial, so you're not just shitting on everybody. You're actually, you know, you might be able to point out here and there, but the idea is you can't shit on Andrew Yang because you want the voters of Andrew Yang to vote for you for their number 2, 3, 4, 5 spot. So instead of it just being a vitriolic, you know, like a fucking Hillary versus Donald where they're just shitting on each other and nobody's talking about policy or anything of fucking importance of whatsoever. It makes you, if you understand the strategy, it makes you, you know, treat the other candidates with respect, because if they have support, if people like those candidates, well, you want their votes. You want their 2nd, 3rd, 4th place votes. So it would be best to, like your Andrew Yang. Andrew Yang conceded, right? So it was really smart for Catherine Garcia to ally herself with Andrew Yang because he didn't get the first vote. Well, maybe, you know, they said, but why the fuck would he quit? I don't know. Anyways, it's a good idea for them. So Catherine Garcia, whenever people think of Catherine Garcia, they'll think, oh yeah, she was the one that was with Andrew Yang. And so if you liked Yang but didn't know her, but now you're now, you know, Catherine Garcia will get your 2nd, 3rd, or 4th vote because she had, you know, campaigned with Yang and said, you know, I like this guy, he's okay. But she said she wouldn't vote for him, so it's, you know, she might have fucked him over with that because she didn't understand ranked choice voting. She didn't understand ranked choice voting, so Andrew Yang got fucked. Because a lot of these candidates, Ray McGuire, Catherine Garcia, they all said, vote for me for number 1. Who's your number 2? I don't know. Even Eric Adams was, oh, I'll tell you my number 2 eventually. Will you? Well, I mean, I thought that would be such a good, that would be diplomatic. I don't see how it hurts you, frankly. It would be interesting. It's a good topic, a good piece of conversation, and it shows the person, it shows more about who that person is. I'm so fucking progressive, I find the long shot progressives. I'd rather vote for a long shot progressive, a Paperboy, than to vote for an Eric Adams or Catherine Garcia. You're goddamn right. Not only do I not, I would feel bad if I voted for, you know, someone wicked, but if we all went out and voted for who we thought was best, I feel good. I would, you know, I didn't vote at all. I live in Colorado, but my fictional, for my narrative, because I just want to influence New York City, and, you know, it does, the city does feel a little bit smaller to me now. 8.5 million, and this was the political fucking class. This is the options. This is, and then Paperboy is like, oh my gosh, there's a guy getting attention. That's the point of politics, mother. Why are you getting attention? Just to be popular for popularity's sake, not to build houses or nothing, just to be popular for your own fucking selfish self. I'm popular for my own selfish self. You're going to turn that into building some houses now. You got a charity? No. You gonna do anything for others? No. Okay. Okay. So there you go. My strategy for ranked choice voting is fucking top notch. Vote for the best.